Hey to everybody, welcome. It's All In with CSN here live from the CSN studios, about a mile away from Death Valley as the crow flies. By the way, got the Christmas tunes in the backgrounds for you guys tonight, so enjoy the holiday music in the background. Brought to you as always by Ingalls. You see that name right there up top right of our heading here. Ingalls is our title sponsor. Been with us now. They just re-signed again just today and confirmed that in 2026, Ingalls will be back for a 9th straight year as the title sponsor at Clemson Sports News. Ingalls, low prices, love the savings. Gotta love Ingalls. Next up, you guys over at Benson Ford and Easley. They've been with us for 7 years. They're also on board as some of our title sponsors, as well as the folks over at Oakway Tractor, Andy and the guys in Seneca. And then there's J.L. Martin and J.W. Martin, Joey Martin Real Estate right here in Clemson, South Carolina. The upstate's leader in lake sales and homes, all that good stuff, man. Lots of good stuff going on. But, man, just wanted to say hey to everybody. It's Bowl Week. We are in Bowl Week. The team just arrived in New York City this afternoon. They took off around 2 or 3 o'clock this afternoon, arrived there about 4 or 5. So they're in there. They're in New York City, participating in the bowl process. Press conferences, events, public events, charity events, all kinds of good things for them planned while they're there. Christmas in New York City for the team. So good to see the team off and running. Last practice was yesterday. They'll do some bowl prep kind of practices there, some team run throughs, that kind of stuff. There on site. Yeah, man. A roster that you're going to have a hard time recognizing. We went over that last week on Friday. The articles are up on the website. Go check ClemsonSportsNews.com. There's articles about the rosters for the upcoming bowl game, the attrition that's taking place there as far as graduation, early departures to the NFL, transfer portal guys. And there's portal information on guys that we think are going to be coming in. Possible guys, I just put an article out today on 3 quarterbacks. We'll get into that in a minute. And then basketball, the recent success that's going on there with Brad Brown and the guys with the win just yesterday at Bon Secours Arena in Greenville. A great win, 68-61 there over a really athletic and lengthy Cincinnati squad that was coming in hungry for a win of their own, trying to make a statement. But last non-conference game before you get into ACC play here at the first of the year, and great way to start. Hey, there's that trend. Yeah, we'll talk basketball for just a moment here. Man, BYU, this one, it's just a trend here lately of getting those big leads up in the first half, and just having to hold on to them. And luckily, unlike the BYU game, they were able to hold on yesterday and get just enough effort there in the second half to hold these guys off. But again, a tale of two halves with the basketball team. Noted by the announcers on the game yesterday. No 20-point score on this team anyway, but 5 guys in double figures yesterday. So this team, like I said when we've been discussing them all year, they're like a Swiss Army knife. You've got guys that can do all kinds of things, but you know what they don't have, and everybody keeps pointing out, is that one guy that can just be the guy you get the ball to, and he's going to be the guy to count on, the guy that wants the ball. What was last year a couple of guys, I'll give it to you, a Joe Girard type is what you want. Okay, you want a guy that you can get in the ball and he's going to put that ball up, and 70% of the time he's going to stroke points, and usually a 3-pointer. You need an assassin from out there, and that's the one guy they don't have. But all the way around, man, everybody contributes. Everybody plays hard on defense. Very it's this unselfish basketball team. The way they pass the ball around in the offense is absolutely like a clinic at times. They just look so well coached, and that's true as a tribute to Brad Brown and his staff. There's a lot of guys on that staff that have been with Brad Brown for quite a while, and nobody knows about them. They just sit there and quietly do their jobs and been here for years and stayed loyal to Brad and stayed here on the staff. They could have went other places. So that's another tribute to Brad Brownell for keeping his staff in place, because that's where the recruiting and all of this portal recognition comes from. Because I've said it before, Dabo needs to go over and sit down with Brad, talk about this whole portal and how to recognize talent and how to deal with it. Because wow, he just went out and got just a bunch of guys from all over the country and brought them in, and they've all just gotten. I mean, this is very hard to do. It's like oil and water sometimes to get the teams to mesh like this one's meshing already. You see the camaraderie, you see the way they play together, they're thinking like each other. It's starting to come together, man. So hopefully conference play will afford them the opportunity to really show the country what they're about. Because I think they did a yeoman's job in non-conference play. I'll put it to you this way: the game in Alabama, again, they were out to a big lead, lost it. Alabama at home at Clemson, Clemson wins it. The BYU game at home at Clemson, Clemson wins it. The Georgetown game at home, Clemson wins it. So their 3 losses would be all wins if they were at home. No doubt in my mind. No doubt in my mind. There you go. Basketball, Sean Poppy's bunch, a great win on Sunday as well against North Florida, a blowout win. They're about to get into conference play, but they've already gotten into conference play. They got their first win against Pitt like last week. So this squad is one to watch. People need to get out and support this basketball team. Women's basketball here, because of South Carolina and what they do there and versus what we do here in Clemson, has not gotten the support it needs. Get out there and support Sean Poppy's bunch, man. He's got a really quality product out there. These girls are really doing really well. Lots of unique, again, scoring pieces there, from three-point shooters to ball hawks, and they're going to end up being something. He scored the number 3 recruiting class in the nation this year. With a basketball team that hasn't had much success since the Jim Davis days, and that's going to go back to like the 90s. So that's a long time of mediocrity, and that's what we're at with girls basketball in the last 10 years, leading up to Sean Poppy. But here you go. I think he's got pieces around him that can do some special things. Get out there, support this bunch. They're going to be doing some good things, okay? And that's the rest of the year. They're also about to hit ACC play. Let's go back to talking a little bit of football. I just laid an article out today about 3 quarterback prospects. They're in the portal, and all 3 have gotten piqued interest by Clemson. And I'm going to tell you right now, you've seen the interviews. We've been there. We've covered it where Dabo has said that they're not going to be pursuing anybody prior to the actual portal opening on January 2nd. Here's the thing. You believe that? I got some lakefront property or some oceanfront property to sell you out in Arizona today, because they've been talking to people. They have to. It's to that. There are no rules as far as reaching out, man. I mean, seriously, other schools are doing it. You got to get out there. If you don't, you lose these chances. You lose these opportunities. But listen, with all that being said, 3 quarterback prospects, I think Clemson should have their eyes on, and I think they do. Okay? I think one of these 3 guys is going to be in a Tiger uniform next year. For a big reason. You need a transitional quarterback that can transition the guys we got coming in and develop and have time for Chris Denson to develop. I don't think Christopher Zuniga is the guy. Been a big fan of Christopher's, but it was the times he's gotten to show his stuff, and the thing about it, they haven't developed enough. Now, hey, I'm all for competition. If he can beat these guys out next year, then he's the guy. Okay, period. But these are 3 guys. I think one of the 3 may end up in Tiger Town. Okay. All right. So if you go to the article, it says Clemson's quarterback carousel. 3 transfer portal gunslingers to keep an eye on. All right, and I'll go through the 3 prospects. There's a cover of DJ on the cover is a picture of DJ Lagway from his recruiting visit wearing a Clemson uniform. Now, if you have anything about recruiting and about DJ Lagway during his recruitment, I met him on campus when he was here on campus at a camp, and got to talk to him. And at one point, Clemson led in his recruitment. Okay, almost pulled it off. Went late last minute and almost flipped him right before on the last day of recruiting. Almost flipped him. His mom, big Clemson fan, she wanted him to come here. So, with that being said, he did have an off year. I don't know if that was development. I don't know if that was just not fitting in. He also was injured coming into the season, so I don't know how much that played into all this season. He had a really DJ Uyunglele kind of year. You want to go like that, you know what I'm saying? To have all that hype and then the kind of like a lackluster year. That's kind of where he ended up. But at times he flashed, again, that big arm he has. He flashed his 5-star capability at times. Again, we don't know if that was about development or what, but Clemson came in a very close second and almost flipped this kid. Keep your eye on DJ. There's a lot of good information about what I think he is, what he's got going on, what he's got, his Clemson ties, and how he fits at Clemson, okay? Those are all 3 bullet points I put on for each of these 3 quarterbacks, okay? Next guy is my favorite guy. To be honest with you, Clemson gets this guy. Clemson's got a chance next year to possibly, and I'll say it right now, if they get this cat, they could challenge for a national championship. If they can keep the cast of characters that they have right now coming back on offense and add a couple more pieces. Okay, so this cat's a ready-made quarterback if you want to go tomorrow and fight for a national championship. And this is Josh Hoover, the quarterback at TCU. Now, my first time getting a piece of this kid was opening of the season. It was a Monday night, and it was the North Carolina versus TCU matchup. They were all, ESPN was hyping it all up. Big game. His debut at UNC. And remember the first drive, everybody was tripping because North Carolina took it down the field and scored. They were showing all these celebrities in the stands. And by the second quarter, the place was empty because this kid right here, Josh Hoover, it was the Josh Hoover show that night. He tore them apart. He threw some of the most pretty balls I've ever seen thrown from the quarterback position at college football. He reminded me of watching Trevor Lawrence, and the dude just knows how to get the ball out and who to get it out to. And he doesn't have a big giant. I mean, TCU is no more talented roster than Clemson's, okay? But man, he can dish it out. He leads all quarterbacks coming back in the nation with career passing yards of like 9,700 almost, 71 touchdowns, which is 3rd coming back. Big time dude. This is my guy, okay? Another good fit, okay? Also, Clemson ties. You don't know this. He originally committed to Indiana and Tom Allen. There's one. Who did he flip to? He flipped to TCU, and who flipped him? Garrett Riley flipped him. So he went to TCU to be with Garrett Riley. So that's a big deal. Now, listen to this. His brother plays on the Gamecock baseball team. So don't even think about the South Carolina Gamecocks. He's going to go back to his just now his Art Briles' son, what's his name? The Briles kid, Brendan Briles, whatever. Kendall Briles just went over to South Carolina. That's not going to happen. They're going to have to pony up another $4 million to keep sellers on the roster. You think they're going to come up with the money to pay for both of these guys and tell one of them he's sitting down for that kind of money? No way. Not happening. So there you go. I think there's a very good chance Josh Hoover and Clemson could happen. If it does, boy, that's big time, guys. I'm going to tell you right now, because that ups the game instantly. You drop that kid in there with Wesco coming back, TJ Moore coming back, Gordon Sellers coming in, the Burrows kid coming in. If you can get Tristan Smith to come back, you got those tight ends. You're about to the Bentoncourt and the kid number 7, the new one. What am I thinking of? I'll hit me in just a minute. But there's a cast of characters there at receiver and tight end for him to have fun with. If the offensive line can be built around him, which it's got a great core. Yeah, you're losing a lot of guys, but man, there's a lot of guys that played a lot of snaps in the last couple of years. They're starting to plug in holes. Okay, and then this newest offensive line class, you got this Chancellor Barclay guy. He's going to be a plug and play guy next year. You're going to see him come in and play as a freshman. Okay, just like Brayton Jacobs did this year. And those two guys on one side of the line will just absolutely maul people. I'm going to tell you right now. So there's some good things going on. You got Gideon Davidson, if you can bring him back. If you can bring back David Ezeoma, and then find you another running back that's got some miles on him. He knows how to catch the ball in the backfield and address blitzes and pass protection. Okay, a guy that's seasoned, but you ain't got to teach all this stuff to, that can come in and take snaps and help out. Okay, and not be you're not covering up an issue. You get what I'm saying? There's certain guys at Clemson in the last couple of years, you couldn't put them in certain situations. They just couldn't handle it. And I'm talking about mostly pass protection. Okay? And you're putting a little 5'9", 195-pound running back there and saying, hey, man, pick up that 240-pound linebacker or a defensive end coming into the gap there. And for one, recognize him. Two, pick him up before he hits the quarterback. Couldn't happen. Okay? There's a lot of guys couldn't do it. And then Adam Randall was having a hard time with it all year. I watched it. It was hard for him to pick up because he just wasn't used to that running back role. A true running back to come in and take the Adam Randall role. That's what needs to happen there. But hey, well, that's another story. Now let's get down to that third quarterback I've got on this list. His name is Drew Mestemaker. This is the kid at North Texas. And if you've watched him all season, this guy looks like Phillip Rivers. He's like a smaller version of Phillip Rivers. I swear he throws the football just like Phillip Rivers. A little three-quarter delivery, side-armed, and it just gets it out there snap fast. Guy's probably got the quickest read ability I've seen yet. He reminds me of a Tom Brady He knows where he's throwing this football before it even snapped to him. Okay, he don't have to read the field. The ball gets out that fast with this kid, but that also brings down his ability to throw long and deep and read long and deep. So there's one of the things that but again, he fits. He fits the system, the arm and everything, the intermediate routes that he throws, they all fit perfectly with what Clemson's already doing. So look, either of these three guys, you're an upgrade yourself. I think with any of the three, you're talking ACC contender. But I think if you get the Hoover kid in here, I honestly think he is an instant kind of, hey, gas on the fire kind of guy. I think that you got a quarterback there that you could actually build a national championship team around in one season. Kind of a Joe Burrow does LSU move. You get where I'm coming from here? That's what it feels like. He feels like that kind of quarterback. Dude, go back and watch film of Hoover. I'm not kidding. Mestemaker's good. He'll impress you. Nice flick. I mean, he gets the ball out slants and out, and corner routes are perfect. Man, but I'm talking this other kid is a baller on top of everything else. Okay, got legs, he can throw it, savvy, and just a really good quarterback. I like Hoover a lot. Again, I think he's a plug-and-play guy tomorrow. So with that all being said, guys, Merry Christmas to everybody. We're going to be at Joe's New York Pizza in Clemson at Patrick Square on Friday night from 7 to 8 p.m. live. We'll be doing a show, me and Joey Martin from JW Martin Real Estate, and looking for a great crowd to show up and have a time with us. We'll probably be set up over in the bar area. You can come join us. It'll be a fun time. We'll have some sponsors there hanging out with us. I think Elliot, the owner of all the Firehouse Subs in the upstate, is going to stop by and see us. We might have Brock from Patrick Square Pharmacy over there to see us. They're right there across the street from Joe's. And I think Ingrid Swanson from Ingrid Swanson Insurance is going to stop by and see us. And we're going to talk about what they're up to. And who knows who might pop by and see us. But me and Joey will be talking about the bowl game. Previewing that, talking about some stuff. We'll talk more portal. Again, I told you the portal stuff, I'll crank it up after Saturday. We'll do a post-game analysis and all that good stuff, and wrap up the bowl game, wrap up the season, and give it the grade and all that good stuff by Monday or Tuesday. And I'll promise you by midweek next week, before the first, right there around the first, I will have us heading towards portal news before it comes out, okay? I got stuff I'm trying to hold back on. Because I'm not going to put stuff out there I don't think it's going to happen. Okay? Now, these three I just put out there could very well happen. I know for a fact Clemson has been in with all three of them. So, with that being said, you guys have a great Merry Christmas, okay? Find time to sit down and remember what Christmas is all about. Our Lord and our Savior was born on that day, okay? The three wise men found him underneath the star. They laid down their worship on their knees in front of him to recognize our Savior. And remember, that's why we're all here. Without the Lord, I'm not here. He's guided our lives in many ways. And just want to let everybody know, have a glorious holiday season. A Merry Christmas from everyone here at Clemson Sports News, from me and the pups, Jake and Simon over here laying on the floor here in the studio, and all my staffers out there, all of our 54 sponsors and their people. We represent a lot of folks out there, folks. And by the way, we did 9.5 million views on Facebook alone in the month of December. Thanks to all you folks. And thanks to folks like Benson Ford, Ingalls, JW Martin, Oakway Tractor, Smoking Pig. I can just name them forever and ever and go on and on and on. Okay. Firehouse Subs, Dripworks, our newest guys. I mean, they go on and on and on. The Clemson 4-Wheel Drive Center, who's right down the street, right behind us. I mean, literally, I can throw a rock to their business from over here. But just so many, and we appreciate them all. And we appreciate you guys for supporting us. Be sure to like us, share us, find our YouTube. We put up our YouTube channel. We took it down for a couple of years. It got taken down. We didn't ever figure out why. It took down 8,000 interviews, and we never could figure out why they were taken down. But we decided to fire back up our YouTube about 3 weeks ago. 1,250 subscribers already in that 3 weeks time. Please go over to YouTube and subscribe. It's a little button, just hit it. We appreciate you, okay? And Twitter, find us at Clem Sport News. Hit the little follow button. Same thing with Instagram. But Facebook, as you know, guys, 9.5 million views last month alone. Thank you, Clemson fans, for being there for us. And we put a lot of content out, from memes to sharing other stuff, from sharing athletic department information and releases we get, to our stories that we write up on Clemson Sports News. Be sure to always visit the website, clemsonsportsnews.com. And again, a glorious holiday season to everyone. A Merry Christmas. And we'll see you guys on Friday from Joe's New York Pizza in Clemson at Patrick Square, 7 p.m.